An exciting weekend for Cougar basketball.
And a new look at WSU's finances over the last 3 years coming up on Murrow News 8.
State University. This is Murrow News 8.
Hello, I'm Sadie Risen.
And I'm Jose. Welcome to Murrow News 8.
That is Cami Etheridge celebrating with her team after the win against number 13 Colorado. Their win secures their spot as a number 9 seed heading into the Pac-12 tournament. The Cougs will take on the 18th seed California Bears at 2:30 on Wednesday. With the Cougs being ranked number 18th and slated to play in Spokane for the first round of March Madness, our reporter Madeline went out asking students if they are going to make the trip up to Spokane if they do end up playing there.
Yeah, for sure. If it was in Spokane, I would definitely love to go up there, watch them play.
Oh, of course. I mean, it's going to be fun. It's not every time that your team goes to the tournament, so it hasn't happened since, 2011? 2008? Yeah, so exactly. It doesn't happen that often.
Well, I'm from Spokane, so I would love to go.
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah.
Why?
I mean, it's close enough drive. It's a good team. It's a good season. I feel like if you don't go, you're missing a big opportunity.
At Thursday's faculty meeting, Leslie Brunelli presented the budget for the 2023 fiscal year. Brunelli said operating expenses outpaced the increase in operating revenues and state funding. She said tuition continued to decline with enrollment and showed that the university spent more than they brought in, although they didn't go into more debt than the previous year. A closer look shows some downsides as budgets have decreased, salaries of faculties are stagnant, cost has increased, and there have been significant enrollment decline.
Wondering how much college is going to cost you for this fall? Well, there's a tool that could potentially help you. College Raptor is an online college net calculator that is estimated how much financial aid you could potentially receive and how much you may owe the university. For WSU, cost of attendance is based off of tuition, mandatory fees, housing and food, and more. ASWSU's presidential candidates were interviewed by the election board at this meeting this Thursday. Senator Pro Tempore Tania and Senator Brian Kim are running unopposed for the positions of president and vice president. Both senators are juniors and have been a part of ASWSU's for the entire time at WSU. Enriquez said she wants to become ASWSU's president so she can push for her initiative regarding basic needs, transportation, and domestic violence awareness on campus. Kim hopes to advocate for students further in this role if he is elected as vice president. Elections will begin at March 5th at 12 a.m. and end March 6th at 7 p.m.
The Chinook is trying to increase their yearly fee by 5%. The new fee increase would affect all undergraduate students enrolled at WSU and would raise the cost from $97 to $103. The money would go towards building expenses, increased employee wages, and will keep the Chinook running at its current hours. Voting will be held online, and the deadline to vote is this Wednesday. As a result of Project Downtown Pullman, Pups and Cups will be temporarily closed during the summer months while renovation is underway. Pups and Cups owner CJ Roberts said she doesn't know the exact dates of the closure and reopening at this time. Roberts said they will be open on weekends periodically throughout the summer, but those dates are also unknown.
Rico's will be hosting trivia tomorrow at 7 p.m. with 4 different categories. Trivia is free to the public and will have opportunities to win a free drink and a free gift certificate. The event does fill up fast, so get there early for the better. The downtown business Poppy Salon is under the ownership of one of its stylists. Rach Gonzalez style social media manager and now the owner for the business, bought the salon from Chelsea Whitney, who founded it in 2012. Gonzalez says, "We are going to be the same eco-friendly poppy salon that Pullman knows and loves. We will just be adding a few services and bringing on a nail technician, bringing on eyelash extensions, and just one of the stop shops for everybody."
Pullman City Council will be hosting an open house for the public to attend. The open house will be about the 2024 to 2025 biennium budget. The event will be held tomorrow from 6 to 8 p.m. and will be located in the Pullman Senior Center. Forbes has ranked Schweitzer Engineering Laboratories as 40th out of 500 companies for best large employers. Schweitzer is known for designing and manufacturing digital relays and power control systems.
The Pentagon leaker pleads guilty to all charges against him.
And a heroic firefighter saves a semi-truck driver. Coming up next on Murrow News 8.
It says
Can we get better
pre-diabetes,
cues, please?
1 in 3. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, the boss's boss. If 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, that means it could be you, your barber, your barber's barber.
Nice work.
Thanks.
You, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse.
Yes.
You, your dog walker,
On your left.
your cat jogger. Or you, your co-pilot, your co-pilot's co-pilot. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org to know where you stand.
In a ruling that states cannot kick Donald Trump off the ballot, the Supreme Court placed limits on any effort, including by Congress, to prevent the former president from returning to office. In ruling for Trump, the U.S. Supreme Court specified that anything Congress does must be specifically tailored to addressing Section 3 of the Constitution, 14th Amendment.
A semi-truck driver survived a frightening 40-minute rescue above the Ohio River thanks to a firefighter who was successfully pulled from. The woman came from the cab to safety. According to investigators, the truck was sent over the edge after a vehicle crossed into the wrong lane and hit the semi. Footage of the incident showed the truck cabin dangling off the Clark Memorial Bridge in Louisville with the driver still inside. Firefighter Bryce Carden rappelled down and hooked the woman to his harness. The two were carefully hoisted back up to safety.
Pentagon leaker and National Air Guardsman Jack Teixeira pleaded guilty to all counts against him. Teixeira will be serving 16 years in prison due to his actions of printing hundreds of classified documents and making them public. As part of his plea agreement, Teixeira must give back any other sensitive material that is in his possession. Some exciting news to look forward to this weekend. The very first Pink Balloon event will be hosted in downtown Pullman. The event marks International Women's Day and will run this Friday through Sunday from noon to 5 p.m., according to the Moscow Pullman Daily News. The Pink Balloon event will offer a variety of deals from participating downtown businesses, include Rico's, Palouse Country Candy, Poppy Salon, and more.
Well, there was quite a bit of snow this morning on my way to class. Is it going to stick around, Josie?
Thank you, Sadie. Actually, I don't know for sure if it will be sticking around. You know, my weather app says that it won't be, but the weather app also said that it wasn't even supposed to be here today. So we're gonna have a high of 36 today. Weather app says it feels like 25, which really is what I feel like it feels like. It's pretty chilly outside. Wear a coat when you're heading to class. Same thing for tomorrow as well. It's only gonna be up to 37 with a low of 21. So again, kind of the same vibe. Chilly, cold. We don't know for sure if it will be snowing. but just plan on it, honestly, with the Pullman weather we've been having. Looking at the rest of the state map, the west side has a little bit worse than us. It is raining today and will be throughout the night, but it's a little bit warmer with 44 and 45. Going to the middle of the state, Tri-Cities and Yakima actually has the best of it. It's pretty sunny over there, and even the Tri-Cities, they have 52, which is really nice. The other side, Spokane, same as us here in Pullman with 39 and 36. Looking at the rest of the week here in Pullman, honestly, not much is going to change. The rest of the week, it's going to be the mid-30s, and it's not really going to get any nicer. If you're heading home this weekend for break, the roads will be fine to drive home, and really, that's about all we have. It's not going to be changing much. Thank you, guys. Back to you at the desk.
After the break, Gunnar will give us a look into WSU sports from this past weekend.
It feels like no matter where you look, the state of the world's getting worse. Oceans full of plastic, an endless amount of waste, an impossible task ahead of fixing our beloved planet. But change can't happen if you do nothing. So here's where you should start. Reduce. Why? Because Americans produce more than 200 million tons of waste every year, and you don't want to add to that. Reuse. Why? Because reusing and repurposing cuts back on unnecessary waste, and it gives things a chance at new life. Recycle. Why? Because recycling creates jobs, it helps our community, and it helps our planet. And after doing all this, what will we be left with? We'll be left with a planet that will slowly start to heal. We'll be left with more money in our pockets. We'll be left with more opportunity for work. And most importantly, we're left with hope for the future. So reduce, reuse, recycle.
Washington State men's basketball defeated UCLA 77-65 on Saturday to improve to 23-7 and 14-5 in Pac-12 play. This ties the program's record for most conference wins in a single season. Despite going down 16-4 in the first 5 minutes of the game, the Cougs' backcourt quickly fired back as Jalen Wells scored a career-high 27 points and Miles Rice had 18 of his own. In the last 7 minutes of the game, the Cougs went on an electric 22-7 run to take the win. WSU will welcome the Washington Huskies for the Boeing Apple Cup Series this Thursday night for their last game of the regular season. Also on Saturday, the Washington State women's basketball team upset the number 13th team in the country, Colorado. Eleonora Villa matched a career high with her third 20-point game of the year. Falling behind her was Astrahira Tahina with 14 points. With 45 seconds left in the game, Tahina sunk a deep three to put the game out of reach for Colorado. WSU will head to the Pac-12 tournament as the 9th seed in Las Vegas. The Cougs will open against 8-seeded California on March 6th.
After the break, we will talk about May 2024 graduation.
It's okay to be scared. You don't have to be so strong.
Strength is not optional. This is my mother, my purpose. Real muscle is lifting her spirits between bedpans and bad news from doctors that doubt her strength. Strength is buried in bills, managing meds, and swallowing those moments of, Mom, it's me, your daughter. Remember? My strength is super, but I'm still human, right?
Look who's here. There she is. Thanks for your patience.
How you feel?
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community, or call 1-877-333-5885.
Graduation is exactly 2 months from today. All of us are seniors here, and I think we're all ready to get out of the door, huh?
Not me personally, because I love it here and I'm a little scared to graduate, but you know what? It's exciting for what lies ahead.
Time flies by.
It does.
Thank you for watching our show today. If you missed any of our previous shows, you can watch them here on our YouTube channel.
Have a great night.